What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be looking at Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's update. Don't forget to comment down below on the videos if you would like to see some other sort of content on the channel. Now we've broken out of this falling wedge, and we know these are bullish patterns because anything that's descending, any channel that's falling or descending, downward sloping, downward facing, they tend to break out bullish. Now we know there's a 33% chance of it going the opposite way, breaking down bearish, and that's actually quite a high probability, to be honest. Like, even if there's a 1% chance of something happening, it can happen, and this has got a 33% chance of it happening to the downside. So still big chances it could have gone down to meet the technical target out of the oh gosh guys, the rising wedge, which, yeah, anything rising has bearish targets. So we win this rising pattern, anything in a upward trending channel, upward sloping channel, then yeah, it tends to break down bearish, and the opposite for downward sloping channel or falling wedge. So that's all good. What I would say though, even though the news event wasn't extremely bullish, we did get this crazy bounce, but you can see it's still a lower high. I do believe that even if we are going even higher, it's all still a lower high. So even if we do meet this target out of the falling wedge, then you can see even if we do come up into this blue zone, as long as you're below this blue zone, it's heavy resistance, okay? You can see when we were above it, support, we just failed to put that higher high, and that's why we lost it here. Resistance, but it was never confirmed as support. You just fell through it and then confirmed as resistance. So I know that going forward, even if I have a mega pump from the low, how much did we pump? We pumped 5.4%. But if we continue pumping into this blue zone, even if it's a 14% pump, because it wouldn't be higher than this, or because it's not higher than that high, technically it's a lower high, and what follows a lower high? A lower low. So if we were to do something like this, well, because we've closed under this green candle over here, slightly under it, technically you've closed under resistance. It is resistance. You've got a wick rejection there and there because you were above the body, but then you close below, meaning there's something there, there's a brick wall there. So it's important now, if we are to come down now, it's important to now hold this orange line as well as the descending support. Now it needs to be flipped into support. So this is if we stop here, which it should, because the daily candle closed lower than that high, so it's a lower high. We should get lower lows, okay? We should go lower than this low, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think now we're going to try and put this higher low, wherever it is, if it's on this wick, which it should be, because this was the 1 fib level. That's the point that if we lost, we had bearish targets to the downside, the 36k area as our 1618, but we were talking about how the 1.272 and the 1414 is, yeah, most likely going to be the target. Even though you should watch out, that is what you should be focused on. My apologies guys, for some reason my computer just stopped recording, and every time I tried to record it stopped after 3 seconds. I just had to restart my laptop, but I think I've lost myself. I think we were talking about the fib levels, how we should focus on the 1618. That is the target after you lose this level here. But yeah, we know that the 1.272 or the 1414 can step in as support and to invalidate further downside, you just need to reclaim the one. So we've done that now, guys. We've reclaimed the one. So over here we had this candle, which I said if we're closing below, expect a dump. Now this dump was not a lower low, so that is your signal. Okay, if it's not a lower low, then it's not a downtrend. Okay, so if it's not a downtrend, it can only be two things: consolidation or an uptrend. And of course, as soon as we're breaking above this, engulfing this red candle, we've now engulfed it with this daily close. So technically this should get a bullish continuation. However, guys, we realize we're under this low, so we would prefer to come back to test this as support, because now if we keep going until the 55, when you come back down, first of all, the 20 is not confirmed, and neither is this, because when we broke out, you need to come back to it to confirm it as support. If it's not confirmed, you fall straight through it and we don't want that. So that means that this push to the upside could be a bull trap if we're not coming down to confirm these supports, which at the moment they are not confirmed. So that's what we must do now. We must come down now and not later. If we continue up to the 55 or even to the 200, I'm telling you guys now, you're going to fall through the 55, you're going to fall through the 20, you're going to fall through the 12, and you're going to fall through this level, because none of them are confirmed levels of support. If they're not confirmed levels of support, then yeah, it's just going to fall through it because they're not a floor. We need to make sure they become a floor. So come back down now, retest it, retest the 1 fib level over here, as well as the outside of the falling wedge, and then we can go to the top of the wedge. And then, because we confirmed this as support, we should now just come back to this one. But if that one fails to hold, because you've now confirmed the level below, you will not fall through it, as we were talking about in this scenario where you just fall through it without coming back to it here. If you come back to it now and in the future you eventually come down to it, you're not going lower. It will just be a double bottom, okay? And then you'd fly up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's update. We know now if you're not going to pull back, then of course we continue, and then there's that risk we fall through. What we want to see is the pullback, because we've now closed lower than this high. Although this is a bullish engulfing telling us we should get bullish continuation on the daily time frame, in my opinion we need to relax first, hold that as support, confirm it, so that in the future if we ever come back down to there, it will just be support. If we come down now and lose this orange line and lose that wick, which is the 1 fib level, then we'd come back to these lows. And if we were to go lower than that, then yeah, that's a confirmation we're going to continue this downtrend, because that is lower lows and lower highs, and at the moment this is lower than this high. So the next step is a lower low. We're trying to invalidate this. We spotted that actually there's a high down here, and this is a higher low, a low that's higher than the previous one, and then we got a higher high. This is the beginning of an uptrend. Unfortunately though, it's lower than this. So I believe that if we're trying to start this newly formed uptrend over here, we need to form this higher low and confirm the 1 fib level as support, and then take out this high and run into the next high, and then come back and then run into the next high, come back and run into the next high, just like that, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The reason why we saw this bounce again is because we saw this higher low, as well as this bullish divergence we've been calling on the channel for many days now. We're just waiting for it to play out, because we kept on getting higher lows, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, but on the chart low, lower low, lower low, lower low, until there, higher low. And that's where it just kept on putting in higher lows. Yeah, eventually did put a higher low here, and that was the beginning of the bullish move. But we know what needs to happen next if we don't want to dump further down. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, let's get this video to 50 likes. Over half of you are not subscribed, so if half of you were subscribed, we'd be so close to 3K. Let's get there as soon as possible, guys, so we can get this content out to more like-minded people, to more unbiased people. We can't have everyone just watching these biased people feeding you absolute nonsense, saying we're in a bull market, we're in a bull market, we're only going up by the dip, when the reality is, for the last 7 months, if you've been buying the dip, you're a minus. And yeah, if and it's only gone down in the last 7 months when everyone's saying no, we're going up, we're going up. So yeah, who do you want to listen to? Someone like that feeding you what you want to hear, or do you want to hear the reality? If you want to hear the reality, then share the content out to your friends, guys, the people you know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment, and if you're interested in the packages that I offer, wait until the end of the video. Peace. So guys, here are the crypto packages. If you think you have what it takes to stay disciplined and consistent over the next 3 to 6 months, then I'm more than happy to help you 10x your learning curve. So you can already be a complete beginner, or you can be advanced. It doesn't matter. I'm here to turn you into a self-sufficient trader that doesn't need anyone else's guidance by the end of it. I even had to pay over £10,000 to get all this information. That includes scams, scam signals where I lost 3K, scam master account management where I lost 5K, scam pyramid scheme companies for bad courses. Then I found my mentor and I had to pay over $2,000 for just a 2-hour mentorship lesson. What you guys are getting for £650 is access to the chat until the top of the market. So if the top of the market is a year away, do 1 year times 40. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. You also get the course included in the mentorship, and I'll actually not just do a 2-hour lesson with you. I will stay here for a month period to make sure that you become a self-sufficient trader by the end of it. So if you're interested in this, head over to my Twitter, Louis_crypto, to the pinned post and message me there. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.